Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 66th episode of the Classic Wrestling Series. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now part 3 of my mini-series looking into the Undertaker's anniversary shows. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick things off with the 2010 Survivor Series. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the build-up for the match. It is John Cena's basically being the special guest referee for the main event, Randy Orton versus Wade Barrett. If Wade Barrett wins, he stays in the WWE. If Wade Barrett loses, he leaves the WWE. Simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's kick things off with Ted DiBiase versus Daniel Bryan for the US title. Oh, this is going to be good. So, we just had Ted DiBiase Jr. versus Daniel Bryan for the US title, and out of all the 3 opening contests I've seen recently, this one was one of the better ones. Actually, it was one of the best ones. Great back and forth between Ted and Daniel. Daniel hurts his shoulder going out for a suicide dive. Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, and Matt Striker on commentary. So far, best team so far. Bar Michael Cole's heel run. Oh, I fucking hate that. But, match was great. Daniel wins with the label lock, really good. And now Miz attacked Daniel with the briefcase and is now basically just shitting on the hometown team in the Nexus, which is always fun. So we'll see what the next matchup is. I believe it will be Sheamus versus John Morrison. So let's watch that one, shall we? So we just had Sheamus versus John Morrison in a very good match, a hard-hitting Clash of Styles match. Morrison would get the win with the running knee. Very good match. We also had R-Truth and John Cena talking about the matchup coming up soon, basically letting R-Truth get involved to let him get the 1, 2, 3, keep his job and all that. But Cena doesn't want to do it that way. He wants to carve it down the middle. So now we have got Cabal versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship. Cabal is Kenshi from TNF, if you didn't know. So, here we go. So, we just had Cabal versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship, and this was a good match. Very high octane, very hard hitting as well. Very entertaining as well. But, why didn't we get Cabal as Intercontinental Champion until TLC? I think that would have been a bit nice. Let him have a title run, see how it goes. If it doesn't sell well, let him lose the TLC. I think it would have been a bit nice to have him win the belts. But we'll see what the next matchup is, and so far, liking it. So we just had a Survivor Series traditional tag team match. It was a 5-on-5 instead of a 4-on-4. We had Team Rey Mysterio, which was Rey Mysterio, Big Show, MVP, Chris Masters, and Kofi Kingston, taking on Alberto Del Dickhead's team of Drew McIntyre, Jack Swagger, Tyler Rex, Cody Rhodes, and Alberto Del Dickhead. Just go through the matches quickly. MVP gets pinned first by Drew with Alberto Del Dickhead holding his legs. Then Masters gets submitted by Alberto Del Dickhead in the armbar. Then Alberto Del Dickhead gets knocked out by Big Show! Oh, thank you, Big Show. Bye-bye, Alberto Del Dickhead. Bye-bye. Didn't get pinned, he just got carried to the back. Cody gets KO punched by Big Show. Entertaining bit. Kofi slaps Cody, gets out to the ring, checks itself, gets back in, slaps again, and then gets KO punched. Brilliant move. Tyler then gets rolled up by Kofi. Kofi then gets tapped out to the ankle lock. Then Jack gets 619 and splashed from Rey Mysterio on top of Big Show, which was impressive. And Drew gets chokeslammed by Big Show. So, very entertaining matchup. Very fun 5-on-5 match, and we'll see what the next matchup is. So, we just had Natalia versus Lay Cool for the Divas Championship. Quite an interesting matchup. I actually like the handicap deal with this. Very, very good. Natalia would get the win with the sharpshooter, become Divas. Sorry about that, guys. Just a interruption. Do apologize. So yeah, this match was really good. Natalia would win, obviously, with the sharpshooter. Then Lay Cool would try and beat her down, but the returning Beth Phoenix would make the save. And yeah, it was really good. Celebration with her and Natalia. So yeah, it was a real feel-good moment. So now we've got Kane versus Edge for the world title. Hopefully Undertaker is, on the card. Maybe. We'll see. So we just had Kane versus Edge, and it was a pretty good match until the end, where they both got their shoulders pinned, 1, 2, 3, and Kane retained. This would lead into a Fatal 4 match, TLC for the world title, between Edge, Kane, Rey Mysterio, and Alberto Del Dickhead. Yes, I will refer to him as Alberto Del Dickhead from here on out. So we've now got the Nexus, the Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater taking on, I think, Santino Marella and Vladimir Kozlov for tag titles. So we'll watch this match and see. And it's the original Nexus with Husky Harris, aka Bray Wyatt. So we just had the WWE Tag Team Championship match between Vladimir Kozlov and Santino versus the Nexus's Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater. This was a interesting few-minute matchup. It was about a 4 or 5 minute matchup. Nexus win. So yeah. Then the Raw general manager says Nexus is banned from ringside for the main event. So that's pretty good. So here we go. Main event. Free or fired. Wade Barrett, Randy Orton, WWE Championship. Cena's special guest referee. Barrett wins. He's freed from the Nexus. If he loses, he's fired. Let's watch this one. So we just had Randy Orton versus Wade Barrett for the WWE Championship, and the match was really good. I have to admit, Barrett and Orton match up really well in this matchup. Very entertaining, hard hitting. Orton gets the win with the RKO. What I'm going to do is now, guys, I'm going to rewind, watch the match again, and watch Cena's refereeing and see if it's any good. So I've just rewatched the WWE Championship match to watch Cena's refereeing, and I have to admit, he genuinely does call this match down the middle. He is fair. He basically takes the wrestlers out of the corner. He counts fairly. He counts consistently. His counting is very consistent. I have to admit on that one. He calls it right down the middle until the end, where Barrett puts his hands on him. So he pushes Barrett back, which leads into the RKO and the 1, 2, 3. A little bit hesitant on the 3 count, obviously, because he doesn't want to get fired. But he counts it. He's free, but he's fired at this moment in time. It would last all of about a week, to be fair. They would do a goodbye speech for Cena the next night on Raw, where Orton would lose the championship to Miz in a cash-in. But then again, Cena would just come back every week and attack the Nexus until TLC, where Wade Barrett would lose to John Cena in a chairs match. But the show was good. No Undertaker for the 20th anniversary. Don't worry, I had a backup plan for this one. So, what we're going to do, guys, is do apologise about that. An annoying... One moment. Do apologise about that. The orangutan was a bit too loud. We really need to control it with bananas. Anyway, so yeah, the match was good. The refereeing was good, and the show was good. But I do have a special Brucey bonus episode for you guys. And I'm not going to tell you about it. You just have to wait until episode 67 for it, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching episode 66 of the Classic Wrestling Series. Stay safe, stay sound, wash your hands, and keep smiling, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.